Now, Enra ECOWAS for a virtual meeting already. Oh dear, I mean, who say ECOWAS any action on bet me a take on Guinea, a bet me any effect on the nation. But Enra at the end of our meeting, they issued a communique. Almost a call for the reinstatement of the president. After so almost a true out to say, Bibi a better Alpha Conde no, they will hold the military not responsible. How does it play out? Would you ECOWAS for communicating saying? I'm saying line up.
ECOWAS. Omaya there.
Okay.
Mamin Shaw said, one, let's start it from the NDM.
Okay.
ECOWAS said, Mamady Doumbouya on Hamon, old man, I friend Alpha Conde, the deposed or dethroned president of the Republic of Guinea.
Mm-hmm.
First and foremost, what you have for listeners, Alpha Conde is Madinki, Doumbouya is Madinki, and I'm saying an authority. And I've shared it with you, sir.
Alhaj, Bacho, Jinaye Maya Kakra, meaning say free one I had the line here a bit faint. Fantastic. Emuye, my NTO.
Madinke to Madinke, Fula to Fula, in Guinea, they do respect themselves, and Guineans are not violent people. Guineans, they are not violent people. They are only a tribal people. They respect culture, they respect tradition, and they respect their elders. Ghana and other countries, they are breaking down their culture, tradition, and respect for elders. Guinea's respect for the elders very high. For your information, Doumbouya, a papano, a fan set neba. Doumbouya, papano, and a Guinea Coup school. Doumbouya, papano, didn't do a kennel at the age of 33. Doumbouya, now around 36, 37 years, is among the top learned elite boys are Omo Guinea. From nowhere, a poor family, the Doumbouya family of the Madingi land, is Alpha Conde who elevated the boys. I'll not go back because I explained all.
Yeah, true.
Now, for you to know, say, Omodu Omo Sabekano, as of yesterday, as a day before yesterday, Doumbouya issued instructions to the family of Alpha Conde, including most of his ministers who are not resisting the military takeover. No military officer has the right to go to their homes. Yes, land border, Watun. Area border, Watun. Wakabim said, 24 hours medical assistance and medical care for Alpha Conde till today is provided. I repeat, 24 hours medical surveillance for old man, provided. ECOWAS, I'm sorry, have not got the information because they've not been able to communicate to the man. But I'm telling them, so from Sunday, the favorite food, couscous, omama ni biwadi, warren fish, wadi acheke, or you're very sound. The Alpha Mamady Doumbouya, he had warned any soldier who obey anything excesses against the people, individuals of Guinea. I don't know ECOWAS search. In over findings, on research as at yesterday. The coup took place. It happened on Sunday. Monday was when people didn't go to work. From Tuesday to today, Guineans go out publicly. No curfew imposed, not even at the military barracks. Is ECOWAS aware? Guineans are going about their duty without any hitches. Obiang Ko said, Obiang can say, Papano, Bibiayano. They have never touched him, and he has sworn over his life, said, it would be the gravest mistake. Say obey Alpha Kundi, obey touching BB.
No, but I'm just a bit curious. Say sample netia. Do you think baby or what say na yenim no will be a friendly environment or you're comfortable with?
Papa,
yeah.
I don't want to believe that we need friendly environment or
presidential palace in a nearby office.
I want to believe that
joy in the streets as news spread that President Alpha Condé had been deposed in a coup.
Your friend is saying checks and calcos, and that's a Copacabana. Somehow we're uncomfortable. That one is a natural fact established. It is okay to be an anemia because your man and my but they've given the access and told the Guinea people, and the wife gain access to visit the man.
No, but then psychological trauma to me no.
Psychological trauma depending on the news that you get. And I will strongly say what was psychological trauma It is not what you want, it's what you get. I understand where you're coming from.
Well,
that's not what is he the only person more or less quote unquote I be a coup be a taking place Yaman house arrest
Debbie
Sarkozy Yaman house arrest psychological trauma in coup. The ruler of Brazil, the first economic president of Brazil, Republic of Brazil in the last 30 years, the ruler he questioned the office at the 8 years. Prior to that, no house arrest. Answer Sunchi or your friend is saying house arrest for over 18 years. Nelson Mandela or the house arrest. And I'm saying, and then
Alhaj, opposition, baby, Ujina no Wadaruma. Hello, Wahab.
Yes.
Good.
Some of them were harmed. Some of them were tortured. Some of them were beaten. And I'm saying, Doumbouya has said, and it's on record, said, no Guinean army has the right to go to the homes unless per instructions of the military council. The coup, that is his council, the special forces government, said, Ma Ubia and taking the law in his hands to harm or torture any Guinean. And we Guineans honor some. We Guineans are together. The tribals will not change. The culture of Guinea will not change. Tradition of Guinea will not change. Respect for mankind will not change. Will be untouched will be. And interestingly, for your information, Guinea Coup d'etat, a country who are the longest on the African continent. Military leadership. Guinea is the longest on the African continent. Guinea, again, is the longest military leadership on the African continent. Yet, coup d'etat, anything over history. First day, I'm interviewing. What I told you, said, Guinea to Guinean, said, from Paul Tibia. They don't kill themselves. And again, say, one year, Madinka. 1 year, Madinkini. Papa, Madinkini. It's Papa no Kofano from nowhere. And what they call the best universities of military universities in the world. It was fun send Papa, fun send back. Top over, coup d'etat, take over. No. The boy had promised or said, on man 24 hours medical surveillance and medical attention. And he's emphasizing, he's my father, I will not touch him. And you Guineans are aware that I will not touch Alpha Condé. It is the constitution that he changed and one pay. It's back to ECOWAS. ECOWAS sanctions. Again, you're the sanctioned country. You sanction country on diplomatic reasons. You sanction countries on economic reasons. You sanction country on any other extraordinary factors. In the economic reasons. One, ECOWAS, Guinea on the Liberia ka. Guinea on the Gambia neka. Guinea on the Senegal ka. Ghana ye 10 cities any Guinea. Togo ni 12 cities in ho. Nigeria oma Guinea dime. Ani ya 1 2. Guinea e komba ho. Ghana wa nkoma na aduane. Wa mane fish, wa mane water. Next door neighbor, Sierra Leone, oma Guinea sika, Guinea oma Sierra Leone sika. Liberia ma Guinea ma Liberia. Guinea oma Mauritania ma Guinea. I'm talking about the ECOWAS, the 17 member countries. And it said, European Union, the membership countries, the European Union has what is called a fund. The European Union has what today, my friend said, Enterprise Support Fund. As a Holland, Nasa Oba Africa, Nasa also in your Juma Baya, and your Holland government, the European Union, Mexico, the year Juma. Now, European Union, it could do baby a Greek in Greece. Your friend, no. The economy, the inflation could do 3,000. Germany as an European Union member nation. Only European Union, France. I say, you hold the economy. You never sikawi. One phantom economy. Name of finance ministry, no. European Union, the observer. At the your friend is express a become. Now, a daily report of the accounts, what goes in and what goes out. And then you disable this. European Union, or my Cyprus, and what disable. European Union, or my Albania, Tirana, Kosovo, Slovenia, Montenegro, or Mobiasica, ECOWAS. Since 1975, country qua ECOWAS, Edenica $1. And now woman $1. From 1975, established to me, just asking, through His Excellency, the ECOWAS Chair, the President of the Republic of Ghana, Nadu Danko Kufuado, I say, ECOWAS in the ECOWAS block, excess funding, Sikabia Daho, na Burkina Faso Pesikadia Dam a bridge, Mali Pesikadia bridge, Ghana Pesikadia Sukumu, Ghana Pesikadia Adome bridge repairs, some ECOWAS Sika Diamagan, some Guinea African country or Deneka. Let some African countries to a Guinea Susodenica. It is economic factors underlying. It will be any. It means that Ghana and Timmy establishes that Guinea or sanction because Ghana and Guinea a brew and no man and Namore. It is sanction when Ghana and Far grown and Conon for Naming and Kobu. It's what does it mean? It means said ECOWAS a strong, Ghana a strong. And you know, or cancer economic sanctions against Guinea, it is very apt. Now, for your information again, France now or yet the mother and father of all the French countries, France. Obana Doumbouya Wareno, what your French in Mapa. This coup d'etat, France issue one single statement of a letter. One single statement of a community. Guinea or the France, Guinea or the Nigeria, Guinea or the Cameroon, there be. That or the European Union, Guinea, France, I guarantee I'm an agilo, even those who are running at the corner. Why now are you cool your French in me, more or less? Why a French boy? Because status now will do, you know, or your colonel in Guinea army. And under the French culture and the French system, no, any French-speaking country, so we are colonel in the army of Togo, Benin, Côte d'Ivoire, we are diplomatic order and a citizen of France. And the boy qualifies to hold France passport, he qualifies to hold his Guinean passport. We are bank manager, what the second or third upper level of a civil public, your friend is a portfolio. We are French national. We Musa ECOWAS member nation presidents no me virtual no. Me pa chombe tima establish say France no makasana. Omatima petition France. When to petition France. Won't accept France to intercede. Now what Accra, what Togo, what Benin. Was some power dama we dia nini ho. Woman and woman in shoulder. Ubi bia no diamano. Now tell she that now them. Not television, now we have virtual conference. say you sanction Mali. What sanction your friend Guinea?
Guinea.
Now me bisa say Mali for na mo sanction woman is saying. Mali for na mo sanction woman. What happened to them? The DRC declaration, what happened to it? You couldn't sanction and order the Malians to step down. Which right, which balls, which economic strength? You don't have that kind of gravitas. I would say what the sanction will be. You don't know the boys' allies, enemy France, in this revolution. You cannot stop France from dealing with Guinea. You don't have the balls to stop the international community, IMF, and now European Union. Say only boy you don't have that balls.
So now,
you yourself, yes.
Sorry though, but I'm just drawing your mind to ECOWAS. Eka say they will send a delegation to Guinea, no, a high-powered delegation to Guinea, no, and also how does it apply? Because now Guinea for close all their borders.
High-powered delegation. Why area suspension of any aircraft.
Yeah.
And yes, he would agree for them to land. And then your friend to a diplomatic exit. Obama will exit. No more permit to land. Say Opa. So I catch all say permit say Omamunsia. High-powered delegation, no. High-powered delegation is a language. Who are the high-powered delegations? High-powered delegation, you'll be surprised. Say, Mali coup protesting because come delegation ECOWAS the EU.
Oh, like seriously? Oh, there be another Wahab. Mali coup protest ni be na Mali crano, they were not part of this ECOWAS meeting.
And then I make sure say you are part, no. Mali Yamano sanctions, no. And the table ECOWAS was sanction be was sanction table and a chair. Wabutu table no. And Wabutu chair no. And watch us banned or sanctioned. Shirami excesses. The might and the power of ECOWAS or sexualize it. Now, let me ask a simple question for listeners and for yourself so that we can educate and understand the kind of lapses ECOWAS did not do. Your Ghana ambassador or Ghana embassy in Guinea, yes or no? Answer is yes.
Yeah, sure.
Has His Excellency the President of the Republic of Ghana in a form of diplomatic protest against the Guinea, what call the Ghana ambassador?
No, but how would you know? So on the 9 year correspondence, we don't know.
How would you know, sir? What can virtual actually? What can virtual decision on yet communicate declaration? So are you telling me, sir, those gentlemen, fine president, intelligent men and women now, virtual meetings, they don't know so many embassies for Guinea. Was it part of the communique? Baba, you come makaranta so yesua de kakra wan me ko bantuma makaranta but yesua de kakra. You don't have that community that is even strong enough declaring and telling Guineans that under the circumstances we are calling all the ECOWAS member countries their embassies out today now boy who say why yet diplomatically naked as far as ECOWAS is concerned. When embassy go on petru send your letters. Has any embassy, can any embassy tell me and tell you, say, in Guinea now there's a standoff. In Guinea now there's a problem. In Guinea now people are dying. In Guinea now people are dying. Can anybody tell me like that? And she said, what's it? Diplomatic. What should be? America sanctioned country. What do they do? The first thing they recall the embassy. And I are only journalists. So
recently, Afghanistan, that's what they did.
United Kingdom no obinya issue. The first thing you do is diplomatic civility. You severe your diplomatic relations with them. Togo embassy is still now active, but we'll be in the office. Sierra Leone embassy now active. Pretty. Your friend is Dixon Paul. Mali embassy in Guinea is operating. Burkina Faso embassy in Guinea is operating. Gambia embassy in Guinea is operating. And to cast what sanction woman, have you sanctioned yourself by calling off your diplomat? And to diplomacy in your Juma, 24 hours 7. No better read your mother say you are sanctioning Guinea. What did then sanction Guinea?
No, but recalling, recalling your diplomats and also no, by extension, what happens to citizens as well, or more Guinea Coup?
Papa, for citizens, may God forbid, send to question and you can Ghana for her, and to question you can Togo for Togo president on for playing court. Libya was in flames. How many Africans sent aircraft to go and evacuate their citizens? What are you talking about? In embassy now, Ghana embassy, how many times do they avail themselves for Ghanaian citizens in Guinea? Ghana ni ben akọ yari daho. Embassy need to take $300 a man the abaka roba na bushia for etia. Let us not go there. They are doing very fine journalistic work and asking very intelligent questions. But I'm telling you, sir, those questions, I'll diffuse them.
No, I'm not worried, and neither am I bothered. I'm just throwing the public mind to you. Because
that's what I mean. And I'm telling you, you're asking very intelligent questions on the mind of the public, but I'll stand here and diffuse them.
No problem.
I'm not in support of any coup d'etat.
I see.
Get it clear and the intention.
Oh, so are you saying, sir, diplomatically, because I'm impressed about the way that chain of diplomacy, how it should run. Who say ECOWAS indeed has a teeth to bite. Now, even our mission in Guinea is still active. Yenya correspondence being free, or neither is there a correspondent from all the other ECOWAS countries. No, high commissions. Guinea no say take an action. Secondly, mission high power delegation Guinea. I'm looking at the kind of negotiations Doumbouya Echo. What are they going to impress upon him to do?
They are telling you, sir, return to democratic and then also constitutional rule. ECOWAS message don't harm the president. Make sure any diplomatic language, which is not for yes, which is not for no, it is the middle. Don't harm him. Return to democracy. Return to negotiation table. You can have negotiation table more than 200 times. The outcomes is different from the setting. Somebody might say amen. The outcomes is different from the setting.
Amen.
If you are going to communicate and tell them, say, more returning to constitutional rule. Doumbouya say mate. Meba pamo mate. And Doumbouya then won't go back. Me shama tutu nyama. Now returning to democracy. Your friend is saying constitutional rule. Imagine talk about room.
Debbie. Bamibo say Doumbouya return to constitutional rule. No, ECOWAS bet me ama timelines be asha omo ento a particular line.
Timeline was given in Presidency declaration.
Yeah.
Timeline was given in Presidency declaration. Timeline has been given in other jurisdictions. Mamenka Adia Bakupensho. Historically, journalistic file, Montreal. Only one time in the history of West Africa, when 3 former presidents of one country, i.e., or called Republic of Sierra Leone, and you bring out 3 former presidents all in exile, living in one house, Sierra Leone mission house, former president Miensa. Joseph Momo, worry, 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 Accra, no 22 years. Worry, Accra, no intimate, one cabro for that. Oko 2 presidents, Nana Jono, oh, Bruce, or Darlin Paso, Champagne Swede, and no first Trassa, just Trassa, not to go for the Pacho Bear president, Metuna Mawabi, Baji, and as Trassa so far, Nadam Fonin Namsaj Musa, 23 years. And you've been the youngest ever till today, president and vice president in the whole world history. 25 years and 23 years, and Ombaya president. Only Yana Jono, only Momotina helicopter in the Nuko Guinea. Lasana Conti or Jeno, and Oman baby die. Oviano, Stasa, actually 6 months, one returning power. My debut was part of the Stasa government, the FRC government. Or say, Yamfa power me civilian, the MTMI to Joseph Momo, the military government, Yamfa Mahum. Stasa there be Adiana de Mamini Kaka. Echo 1 year. Over the time, no, and a mother view say, young committee. Bobby and Fatu. Meanwhile, Mamady Juno. Now he was a major and a head and senior to Sasa and Saj Musa. And what did you see them all? And Romina free council, no, a friend is state house for a call boardroom. Home meet against a young. Home class and a mother you. And also Sasa, ye, a inner semi butumo. Hank of nation butumo. Wofa Bakotonsa. Saj Musa Fabakoso Sasansa. So he can't call two vice president and vice president. Oriano. I don't know a mother view said, what two? Name what two no. Moncha baby Amobako. Start on baby begin. Your two no, Jose Mumunu Dika Guinea Dada. No, so far Guinea or far helicopter. I didn't call you ya. That's an acquaintance in my soon. I know man baby die, no man baby tonight. And a mother view a year president, a head of state of within 3 months for year election, and what the mighty Jankaba. Or the mighty Jankaba, 1998. And a Major John Koroma, young man, Oko 2 Tijankaba, O2 Mariano, Onobusan Sobacoin, also beginning, and also the helicopter, and other also historically, 3 former presidents in 1990 were in exile in Guinea, living in one house. That is the only time, and that was Nigeria. And the soil is a wing was with the Yampene. So, Major Kuruma, get out. That time, no, only a hand over Riano. Mother Bill, United Nations, a man that Ghana, or Lokoha. And then, and Omia Day, Omio Magin said, Yabaka 2, Major Kuruma, and your conflict to Yankaba. That is the only time a Nigeria sponsor, ECOWAS, and the SS forces of ECOMO, Omuko 2 Major Kuruma, and it's Yankaba for your information. Church or now, I can't show back.
Mati.
It has never happened anywhere. ECOWAS, it's me the mass. Diplomatic language and worse. Any communicated declarations, actually the two presidents be here.
But me too say Wahab. But reading in between the lines, no. For how long do you think someone to me I hold a year Alpha Conde captive?
I'll hold you captive. The night of revolution, the day of revolution, the morning of revolution. What say? What take it over? What dissolve the Papa government? The Papa in your hand. And it's now just the first video never out. No, Mr. Papa and can't conform say, oh, but no, Obia and should be among. And the Papa say on Casa. Of course, we are a bit shocked and terrorized. But as you how long ago, medical can be actually seems someone read it through the line. Me say, France for being a no Casa now, France and Casa. When we are a French scholar, and in the field, in the eyes of Guinea, he is one of the most intelligent guys out there at his age of 36. Courtesy to Alpha Conde, our Grumuno. And to the boy never yet, meaning, Namibusase, Sir France and Kasaya, who is Accra, who is Ouagadougou, who is Lomé, who is Cotonou, who is Abuja, to instruct Doumbouya, say Onfa Papa Sankoye president. Technically, diplomatically, and technically, also a dissolved government, a dissolved constitution. So if even he should return power to Alpha Conde, it requires for a fresh elections. It is not automatically swearing him in because the parliament had indefinitely been dissolved. Nobody is a parliamentarian in Guinea.
Yeah, sure.
Now, Mr. saying,
how many parliaments?
Any parliament, any parliamentarian.
No, correct.
It's honorable be any Guinea now.
Yeah, Matthias. But it appears that time of fresh, former government appointees to a meeting, on some level of cooperation. Omunina koye, minim se fear na condition or debate on say failure to attend will be a rebellion, no. And untina mo koya.
Papa.
Farouk.
Why a revolution? Why a coup?
Yeah.
Coup comes with instructions and coup comes with warnings.
Sure.
And if a military take over. Even you put out coup, the army knows how to issue instructions. Army does not dialogue. Army knows how to kill. Army doesn't know how to pamper. So the gun is to shoot. And then the gun you have to defend. Or say, military coup d'etat, and what you know. And to us, war or support bra peacefully. Or support still bra peacefully. Name a government of Guinea Coup, the new head of state of Guinea Coup, the commander-in-chief of Guinea Coup, Obia Meshiame, that was State House. Cleverly, one former palace, the presidents.
Yeah.
One former presidential palace. Or the Omo call a base. A friend. One kalu ikalu on one half of the camp for the special forces. How many inside the military gendarmerie? How many military bases in Guinea?
How many barracks?
So more military base. There are many barracks.
I see.
All the Kalu province. Close to the presidency. Close to the presidential palace. Medina 1. Close to the presidential palace. After going to the Yamano. And in the government says, yes, I said, we're head of state. Oh, we do no peace, quiet, gentle. And yeah, you presidential palace, one, Roma, number of the barricade in the chair, no coca inside. Or room base, our comfortable. As to baby, Papa, no, you and I, we don't know.
Yeah.
Doumbouya did not come himself personally first to announce the coup, rather than be announced the coup. He came on there around 11, around 1. And Obaka say, Ajobre, soldier for the Denampasamu Yan Street in Sun, Kurinyo Kubia, I take over a special forces in the fire papa and chain, Ubianco Barras, in Mumkoye. And no.
I say,
we are the Republican guide. Republican guide in Yaminamete, half a kundi no kotie. Yet, the country is not a superpower to have a Republican guard. It is only a civilian government. Now, so we are interested in military, we are interested in defense, we are interested in this and that, fine. But you must have a measure. And that measurement is what has been measured, tailored. And Omamam the 9th suit, Omapamamana, Yadiashano. It's on the mind of anybody to assume, say, Madinka boy, or Babu Papano, Obe Plano, Obe Tochano, Obe Anyin team, or say, or man 24 hours health care, Neye health care, ma Obian Tochi, or sin ne touche pas de famille, ya Fakonde. Parce qu'il a toujours, jusqu'aujourd'hui, c'est mon père. Problem. What are you talking about?
Now, Enra, virtual summit, Nasenom. George Weah, Liberia's president, Eka Bibia. I mean, it was an emphatic statement as to say leaders flout on constitution, no more extend on mandate there. And Nadia coup d'etat no, Etwobecha Africa, Hainti, or entreat all leaders within the sub-region say, Sadia na omo ye ne de. Womunjaye. Who is saying?
It was very apt.
Straight.
Right direction. Good
Straight.
speech. Let's see. Because it was one of the reasons I also solely propagate here at the presidency. So he must turn on that line. The economic records are poor. He didn't also for Georgia has not satisfied Liberians. The aspirations and enthusiasms now the Bama say youthful dynamic footballer and Liberians looking forward. In my view, however, statement no my it is in the right direction.
Okay.
But statement no my in its right direction, you know one thing I hate about the ECOWAS, and then the regional leaders. To look at the face. I say, to look at the face. Nanka upon we are no. I expect the president, the executive president of the Republic of Liberia, Becca said, Yenuya, Yabra, the senior, your friend, for a yadema, Pepa Chow, who mandate no action. Sir, Nama people of Togo, Omtimia Pahudi, Nama credible and then free opposition democratically. Pepa Chow virtual meeting, no, what is a president between addressing colleague?
Debbie.
What to be that ECOWAS summit? President to be at me a protest. I sorry, sir. Sadia we are, country no. Eya me Nana do Dankwa Akufo-Addo. Se 4 eya dema. Se 1 na Togo opposition. Na maybe the democracy di. 1 ko you no them na for all these years. Obra na wakana shame for all these years. 1 ko yi na. I'm walking out. Buhari ebi debi. Alasan Ouattara wayebi debi. Why? Because what you mean? Because also so I changed the constitution of Cote d'Ivoire in a very neat way. Now, you the constitution in Cote d'Ivoire. Politique ivoirité, qui est ivoirien? That was the politics that could not be the prime ministerial rule after the death of Houphouët-Boigny.
Yeah.
Politique ivoirité. When I be by an aussi ivoirien c'est qui mais est père. Ivorian is the mother, the person whose mom and the father are 100% Ivorians. In general, last time I'm qualified. I know the PAM. The same politics. And a Laurent Gbagbo di Basenu. Kona be di anyin yi. And a chance yi ebe coup. The PAM could not be G. Laurent Gbagbo Bayen. Now, if you say, oh, Babessan, sa politique ivoirité, l'heure d'ivoirité, no, Babessan, no, Bayen, on se mère ou bien père. Either your mother or your father, et vous bacon, and a hearing, where Ivorian, and that's what I'm qualified. Majority of the Nazi. And no, ne dit moi, Solon Guillaume. Any team, sorry, say, Samuka se Ivorian ubia, ne mame, anane papa. Anane mame ne papa ni na Ivorian. The aneka say, yen so Guillaume Mali foreman ne, Dura foreman, yen yen qualified. And we check when you move, Boake to Danani Dalewa. And we far half. Compare say revolution woman. Omo fight for the return of Alassane Ouattara. If not anything at all, why you prime minister that? If not anything at all. Before Bonye changing the nationality in the eyes of the United Nations, when he was a deputy governor of the World Bank, and Rokofan into ultimate rendered stateless. At that time, Alassane Ouattara will need passport in any part of the world. That is why I fancy for any prayer, Oman Baya, election, a Koba, the Kobayano. ECOWAS at that time, when a Casa ECOWAS. Who talked? Extension of Alpha Conde. Oh, yeah, and sway in ECOWAS leaders who talked? Staff of the movement. I deal with the problem. You one and any kind. Now, you tuna, you have to constitution. Muvia, Namutimu now, the community where your friend say, IT, or my show, a virtual. Yamamo Zoom, the system television system, the insurance, Yaban babe, the flagellation, I said the coach. And the identity in chain. They have virtual meeting. Virtual meeting, you can take care of allowances. Young delegation, who will be the leader of the delegation. Young instructions from the call. Okay.
Maminu Yewo. Ghana hey na yen hwede national security for the Brian. So the national security is telling us they've arrested some Islamic clerics and students with terrorist links. Who was our doubts now around information? I mean, real, but they are telling us they rounded up 30 persons here. Last Friday. Now, as we speak now, Omar Jaimube 27, but 3 of them there. They are still in the custody of the national security apparatus. Are you still doubtful about this information?
I'll be very naive here to say, the national security, the coordinator of the security operations of the country, was when nipa achi womu, na Islamic cleric be womu, watena krum hache, ni citizenship, ni nationality. To the best of my knowledge, what I read, but then the community where he has lived, there was a report that was 20 years. Up to so a Fula, up to so a Jura, up to so a Wangara, up to so a Bambarano. the message is silent on it. But I'm asking a simple question. Security intelligence might have gone in rounding up people like that. Security intelligence operations might have indeed really, really gone into the arrest of all these people, which is very good. How do you arrest such a bandit group, a large pool of 30 suspected terrorist operators? Suspected terrorist operators. Now between Sunday and today, Thursday, they got 27. And intelligence report, how was it filed? How were they followed up? What was the trail? How did the information filtered in the bin? And how did they come to the conclusion, say, we have arrived at the point to run the people up? And indeed, what I heard or what you heard was that they flew all of them. Primarily, no, good of number of them, no. Omania JHS and the last time one time helicopter munda. What I played the first time from Savelugu. Helicopter at Nabisi Accra. Yobasa man TNT. Transport and per diem. And San Rodibeko. Long as you release in, no. How did National Service nail them security wise? How did they interview them? How did they examine them? What records was ascertained that within a matter of Sunday to Wednesday, all the people, 27 have been released. And in assuming said the 27, good number of them are still holding what is called dark shades in their mind. And also release you into the wild. Don't you think that Don't you think like that? But I respect what they've done, but I think the release to me is very fast. I think the secessionist group still our country ni hold. I think the suspected coup plotters, still the country in the state is still holding some of them. And my thinking is Savelugu suspected rebels holding themselves up in the communities of Savelugu. Ayanya chief cleric. The materials in their hands, it is indeed a very credible material, sir. The state can act and prosecute on it. And to that cleric in Nipetunu, were they the people who were to do or carry out that terrorism or rebellion act? I think it is not. And if you have left 27 to go, isn't it so strange and amazing? So Chinipa 30. Under a watertight investigation before you come to arrest, invade, rounding up, winning the energies, the military intelligence that has gone in there, winning the number of intelligence officers that were sent in the region. Do you know the intelligence that gathering? The course of the intelligence, at the time. Before the conclusion said now the combat team, the combat force, the joint forces, military, police, paramilitary, national service coordinating should now come in. We have the people here. We get them. If I can say,
yeah.
Oh, Abikabat. So, Unya, Obama first speech.
That's it.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. And before I say, Obaka say, Yanyanko Fono. Now don't go helicopter so Doumbouya near Gat 27. Any panic reactions? About what you mean? I was could do say or make sure my interpretations. Kakasins is one of the advisors on security affairs. Wow, good friend.
No problem. Mate.
Says we run in part 27 30 upper. Yenye army or military police officers who, but Utinya intelligence report na abaya caption news na said the same nipa 30 actual within a space of maybe a day under 48 hours 27 kwana akatre at 3 there. Na say no cleric na said se disturb so baya akokra o and you only young boys na na baya juma na akokra na na ekotutu and bibi ba Yana Mifisi Wino, like I said, we rushed into judgment, not into judgment of arresting them.
Okay.
We rushed into judgment of putting the story out there. Because to me, it sounds too much of a panic reaction, and it doesn't augur well for the country.
Farouk,
because when you do that, the international news platforms, these messages are filtering in, and when it goes there, they will see 30 suspected terrorists arrested in Ghana. Whereas Ghana be a peaceful hub, Cote d'Ivoire, all the embassies of Cote d'Ivoire in Accra office. Mali embassies in relocated to Accra. It is what send this kind of a signal, kind of warning. I would suggest and advise that is why you have the security coordinating office and the tool in your hands as national security. But go in depth and do more. Other than that, what send this fear and panic in the diplomatic community, and the moment they pick it like that, it affects the investment community and it affects the direct investment for FDIs.
Right. Alhaj, Asraya Odia, honestly, Yanyawan Kenya, ma Yena was Sepa na Yenche Braubinya, na Obaba Studio na we explore some more areas.
Momoni the first radio station Mamady Doumbouya because I'm ready among.
Thank you. We take it. We are grateful to you, sir.
Why?
No problem. By your person call on your show ni free hobao.
ECOWAS mediation team ne passion me person me ko bio.
And can you bad because I'm thinking through say even say omu tie nia wo kan ya. You should be one of the consultants in all these mediation efforts.
Oh, to touch you, which you have a
I am some to almost shawama. Would in Yansa when you know, Quasha form?
Let me young Alabama.
Inshallah, Alhaj. Yeah, now I say,
I guess you as your Kobe, me say,
make come to
your draw interview into me soon. I will interview Doumbouya. My man, brother, Fro.
Mate,
why?
No problem, sir.
Barry Lamin, everybody Barry Lamin Doumbouya. Mo Bakai, or Fro. Thank you, Mukasa. Obeja power. Alabama Mobile election was sorry. The boy is not prepared and interested in any Guinea presidency. I
say. Time will tell. Definitely tell. Mayana international diplomatic consultant Farouk Al Wahab.